These are my melons. I'm just putting them out to my desk. It's structure building time. It's quite a big boy. Morning everyone. Morning, welcome to another allotment vlog. I'm Emma. This is my allotment. You're in my greenhouse. It is before work again. I just love coming here before work. It's one of the only times I can get here at the minute. Life's pretty busy. If you don't know, me and Sam are engaged, newly, planning a wedding. That's busy. My work is really busy. So yeah, before work is one of the only times I can actually get here and do anything. So, as I've said before, not a morning gal. So I've got a coffee. Yes, I did go to Starbucks. It's on the way. Dangerous, I know. But I am here. I've made it, sleepy as I am. And there's not actually that much to do today. There's not that much to do at the plot in general because most things are done. We've been really on top of it. I'm really impressed with us. Not to brag, but we've done a great job so far. The only thing to do is to get stuff out as and when it's ready. So I've got a couple of squash, pumpkins, things like that that can go out today. And then also, excitingly, I've brought from home. These are my melons. Amir F1 melons, and I've got 2 of them. I repotted them this morning into nice big pots, and I'm going to sort them out in the greenhouse. I need to find a space for them, number 1. That's going to be tricky, seeing as all the tomatoes are in here now. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is I need to support them better. They need better support. That's not doing anyone any good, is it? So I need to support them better, get them out. What else have I got? I've got some flowers to go out. Basically, I'm just going to carry on putting stuff out because a lot of stuff's been kept safe in the greenhouse, away from the slugs. But now it's time to get it out because it's all getting too big. And the heat, it's been mild the past few days, but when it gets hot in this greenhouse, it gets to like 50 degrees, which is far too hot for any plant in the UK. So they need to get out of the greenhouse. And I need to make space in the greenhouse for like my peppers, aubergines. All the tomatoes are in here, but I still need to make space for other stuff that's going to live in here. So we need to do that. I'm just going to have a moment. I'm going to tidy up this potting bench a bit because it's an absolute state. See, there's just mud everywhere, but I bought a little sweeping brush, so I can tidy that up. It's been bothering me for ages. And yeah, I'm just gonna try and organise a bit. It's all a bit chaotic, and it's chaotic in my brain. All this stuff in here is chaotic. But I'm gonna try and organise it a bit. And then, because there's not actually that much to do, I'm gonna try and do a bit of an allotment transformation video. So I don't know how I'm going to edit it. Editing Emma, figure it out. But I'll probably put in some clips of the old, how it used to look when we first took it on and stuff like that, and mix it in with the new clips as I show you what I'm doing. I'm not sure how it'll work, but Editing Emma will figure that out. And yeah, so you can see, now we're in June and we're in full season, you can see where we've come, how far we've come. I thought that would be nice. I'm going to sip my coffee, wake up a little bit, and then we'll get on with some jobs. So in terms of supporting these melons, Sam got me these, well, he found these greenhouse hooks in Lidl, I think. And if you've got a greenhouse like mine, they sort of attach into you can't see, they attach into your runners on your greenhouse. And I thought that means I could tie string to them and then run the melon up the string. I'm just figuring out the best way to do that. Might involve moving the bench. Don't break, please don't break. Don't break. Put them there. I need one like there really, but that's where the glass is, so that's no use, is it? So, let's have a reshuffle. Oh, there's ants everywhere. For God's sake, I hate ants. Let's organise the tomato jungle. Right, let's figure this out together. hopefully you can see what I've done there. So I've just, I mean, it's probably not the best position for them. And I think the ideal scenario would be to have put this string under their roots, but because I've already replanted them at home, that sort of wasn't possible. But I've just wrapped them around the string. I've seen Charles Dowding do this, so hopefully it works. And as they keep growing, I'll keep wrapping them around. And because melons have got like sticky little hairs on them, they're sort of staying upright. So I think that's okay. That's what we're going to go with anyway. So they're in there now. They're in their final resting positions. I'll have to keep on top of watering them. The tomatoes are now in a bit of chaos, but we'll cross that bridge. And what else have I got to do? Right, let's have a think. Next, I've got this whole tray of squash and another mostly tray of squash that are very ready to go out. I've been leaving these in here. This is my smaller pumpkins, my baby boob pumpkins and my Jack the Little pumpkins that I want to grow up the archway. So I think I've figured out what I'm doing, she says. I think I know where I'm putting, well, there's only one archway free, so that's where they're going. So yeah, I'm going to put those out, and then I've also got, I think, some butternut squash in here, some Pattison squash. Oh, got loads of squash. I planted a lot of squash. Not sure why I planted so much squash. I think I just got excited because I've never had an allotment before, so I've never had the space to grow squash. But yeah, either way, I'm going to start getting these out where they need to go because they're too big for the greenhouse now. They're very healthy though. Look at those. I'm so pleased with those. So yeah, let's get these out into where they need to be on the archways and hopefully get a little pumpkin arch going. I've decided that the climbing pumpkins are going to go in this bed. This used to have my dahlias in, but I planted them in February. Silly idea. And they've all died. So this has got nothing in now. But what it does have is a layer of manure on top, and pumpkins are hungry plants. So hopefully this bed will be fed enough that pumpkins survive. What I am going to do is I could use netting to grow them up, right? I do know that, but I've just tried to unravel the netting that we've got in the shed and I've already got irritated with it. So I'm just going to do string as I have with every other thing I've done because I can't deal with the netting at this point in time. I cannot physically deal with it. So I'm just going to tie string around up to a point and that they can grow up that. They'll have to just grow up that. Okay, prep work done. Let's get some pumpkins in. Another set. I've already got my Big Mac's big Halloween pumpkins in over there. But this is going to be the climbers, which is exciting, I think. Right, so we've got Jack the Littles on this side. And they'll go up that one. And I'm going to put a little bit of bloodfish and bone just in where the roots are because they're hungry. Great. And I'm not gonna tie, actually I think I've put this in the wrong way around. I think this is pointing the wrong direction. That way. There we go, that feels better. Okay, sorry. Don't get mad at me for moving you, please. Morning. Right. Hello. Right, so that's me, Jack the Littles, and my baby boos. Please survive. I have a horrible feeling the slugs are going to just turn up, but hopefully not. We will see. What I'm going to do is I've got a spare of each, or 2 spares of each. How many bloody plants have I got here? Well, I've got 2 spares of jacks and 1 spare baby boo. So I'll keep them in the greenhouse where they're safe, and I'll save them for when these inevitably get slugged. And I've got a couple more squashes. So what are you? Butternut squash and pattison. So I've got 2 butternut squashes and 2 pattisons. I'm just trying to figure out where I can put them. I could put them in, I don't know, ooh, let me think. That bed. Or shall I just put them in the other squash bed? Or is that going to be too much squash in one bed? I don't know how it works. How big do butternut squashes get? Let's put them in with the big pumpkins, because that's been manured as well, so that'll be nice and fertile. And yeah, we'll get them in that big bed. That'll be fine. How big can they get, you know? Famous last words. The only problem with using horse manure is there's quite a lot of grass seed in with it, which we knew that would happen, but yeah. So in an effort to get more things out of the greenhouse, because these are crispy, I'm going to get some more beans out. Now, the original plan was to grow these up the sweet corn, but the sweet corn is being very slow. I've got 1 batch that's ready, but not enough of them germinated to make a grid. So then I had to do another batch, and that's not ready yet. So they're still in my home greenhouse at home. So we're going to go to Plan B, and we're going to just grow the Blue Lake beans up the arch. We've got a spare side of the arch, so we'll just grow the Blue Lake beans up here. I have got French beans as well, and I don't know where they're going to go, but I'll figure it out. All my other beans have been eaten by either slugs or pigeons. So, but the climbers seem to be okay. The climbing beans seem to be persevering. So hopefully these will also survive. I might actually be able to put the French beans in the middle, because my thought is these will wrap around the edges of the thing, and then if I put the other ones in the middle, will they just grow up? Let's try it. It seems silly leaving that whole gap in the middle when I could fill it with something. That feels like a raspberry root. Yeah, well, I'll just have to leave that. Oh, these are a little bit small, aren't they? Oh, these are going to get so eaten. I feel like I'm just putting them out to their death. My poor beans. They're there now. I can't do much about that, so you're just going to have to try your best. That's all I can ask of you. You try your best. I've got some sticks out. You know what that means? It's structure building time. I've got some cucamelons that are ready to go out. Well, they're not ready to go out, but they're going a bit crispy in the greenhouse. So I'm going to build them a structure. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be easy. I love structures. cucamelons in. Controversial cucamelons. Hopefully they survive. Who knows? I'll have a quick look if there's anything else that desperately needs to go out, because I do need to go to work at some point. I can't just stay here all day, and I need to water everything, so we'll have a very quick look if there's anything that's desperate to go out. It's windy now, so I'm pretty sure that's everything that desperately needs to go out. There are a couple of things that could have done with going out, but I need to go to work. So I have, however, got some things that look like harvest baskets. That would be because I'm going to try and harvest this hardneck garlic, because A, the rust is kind of insane, and B, it's all what they call witch's broom. No one knew on the last video what it was, or no one told me, but it's basically where the individual clothes re-sprout, and apparently you can still use it, but it won't store for as long. So I don't think my other garlic is ready yet. Let me see if I can just... Oh, this soil is so rubbish here. That doesn't seem to have bulbed up yet. So I'm going to leave that until later into June, but this garlic, this hardneck garlic, I'm going to try and harvest as best I can. Oh my god, this soil is so crap. So if you can see, it's like each clove has re-sprouted. So you can still use it. I'm still going to take it home. We're still going to eat it, but it's not going to store. So we'll have to use this as soon as possible, really. Oh, this trowel, I've broken 3 trowels here. Right, garlic harvested. Well, the hardneck anyway. I'm going to mostly chop this up and put it in the freezer, because it'll store in the freezer, it just won't dry and store as well. Then we'll use probably a clove of it straight away in cooking. That's all that pulled up. I'm going to get a couple of onions as well, so hopefully you'll be able to see. This onion's flopped over. It's quite a big boy, to be honest. I'm going to use my broken trowel to dig around it. So I can get it out. I think it also doesn't help that it's not rained in a few days, so the ground is like rock solid. Well, I'll try and get it out because I'd quite like an onion on my pasta for tea. There we go. Oh, look at that. That's a good onion. That's a great onion. Look at that. And then, can I be asked to get another one? Or shall I just leave them? That was quite a lot of effort. We'll just use the one onion for now. Is there anything else I want to harvest? Take some kale for the bun, the rabbit. Oh, let's show you this. My peas are flowering. Look, this is Monge 2. And it is flowering. It's not, it's not the most organised Monge 2. Because it doesn't want to cling to the stuff. But it is doing things. And it should figure itself out eventually. But yeah, that's growing. Okay. And I don't know if you can see in here before, my beetroot's doing fantastically. Radishes probably need to come out. Lettuce has been mostly eaten by slugs, but there are some that are surviving. Yeah, it's all going okay. It's all going okay over here. So I need to do a couple of repairs to my hoop house. Oh, I need to go to work, Emma. I keep saying this. Right, I'm going to water and then I'm going to go home because I haven't got time to make repairs. I need to do my actual job that I get paid for. That would be good, wouldn't it? Right, I'll leave you here. Just a few jobs this morning. I've already been way longer than I should have been. I need to go to work. So I'll sign off. Well, I'll sign off, but then what I'll do is I'll put in some before and after clips of the allotment so you can see how far it's come in, a year. not quite a year, just less than a year. We got it in about end of July, August last year, so not quite a year, but we have made great progress. So I'll do some before and afters, and you can see sort of the transformation, if you will. And yeah, I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.